Shouts out to Heather. She live. Y'all know to go check out Heather every Friday and Sunday. Those are the streams she's doing currently. Y'all know to go support your girl. What the hell? We got volume over there? Uh-oh. Welcome back, Team TWC. It's your boy TWP Popcorn. Y'all already know what time it is. 10 a.m. Saturday and Sunday. 6 p.m. Wednesday, a.k.a. another day in paradise. Hopefully you're doing good, smoking good. If not, hit your boy up, get you some indoor gardening consultations, and we might get you smoking like me one of these days. Hell, it might be a little bit much for some of y'all, but hell, some of y'all like, man, I seen the video. He smoked like 22 once that day. I'm trying to get like that. Hell, it be like that sometimes. But y'all know how it go. Y'all already know we over here recording a Rumble video, but I'm still posting this video for Spider Pig, because you know how it do. The work don't stop. We just got to put it in. Let's see. We want this to go today. Yes, yes, yes. We're already past those time frames. So we'll put this on here for about 1 p.m. That way, y'all got something to do before the Super Bowl. We know y'all all gonna be busy watching the Chiefs. Hopefully they win. Hopefully they lose. I don't care either way. Hell, if they get the three-peat, good, make history. If not, Kansas City still done did his thing in getting itself some rings here lately. So that's what they always tell you. You're only as good as your last recent accomplishment, and you're only judged for your last. You're only judged for the last mistake you made that you didn't learn from. Shout out to that part of the game, right? Yeah, we gonna clip that. We gonna clip that too. So shit, we got it clipped. Guess everybody's asleep or or waiting on the Super Bowl. Either way, we still gonna do what we doing today. So let's see. February 9th, 1 p.m. Yeah, blah 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 blah. We'll set it as a premiere. Estrella Garcia. She always tells me to do cinematic and put it at 1 minute. Shout out to those cinematic premieres, because they do look better, I guess. But I ain't worried about that part. But hell, somebody tells me they want to see it in a specific way, we got you covered. Shout out to taking requests sometimes. Sometimes, as long as y'all support, I'll support your requests. You dig? Anyways, let's see. We'll put that for the trailer. Although it has nothing to do with the video I'm doing. That makes it sound good. But anyways, let's see. Get the camera set up. We will be spending some time in the green room today, because we got our February update to do, which is the topic of today's video. But we also have videos to do. So we gonna get it all done, because that's how I am. Ain't nothing I ain't getting done on my to-do list. Y'all see Spider Pig got them numbers. Anytime I want to make myself feel better, I just come to my Spider Pig channel and look at his numbers, because he's doing well. The guy's got over 1,500 subs, 1,564 to be precise. You dig? Been putting in that work over there grinding. It says we got 20,000 views this last 28-day period, because that pig be putting in work. Hey, whether the lives give views or the videos give views or the shorts give views, Spider Pig doing his thing and getting them numbers. Shout out to getting them numbers, because hell, he doing 20K. Y'all gonna notice that's way more than my other two channels. So shit, let's go ahead and get that update though, right? Shout out to his short video is number 4 of 10, which ain't that good, but it ain't that bad. Hell, you dig? He doing his thing. Shout out to Vanna Black. She commented on that Kenpachi versus Yamamoto highlight video. Shouts out to DJ Tanya Red. Nay, y'all know Tanya be kicking it every Friday and Saturday night doing her thing over there on both her channels. Y'all know to go check her out on a regular basis. And then once again, we got Vanna Black commenting on another video. Appreciate all the support she throwing through. You dig? Y'all know to go check her out. She in the comments. But let's see, as far as this goes, Like I said, y'all got to see the inside of Spider Pig's studio. So hell, we gonna get up out of there. Then come on, Bobby, you fucking with me. Leave that site. We going back over to the regular YouTube because now I'll switch to the cultivation channel. I'm gonna show y'all what that's looking like. Cause y'all already know we got an actual business in these streets. So therefore, we gotta make sure we promote the business channel. Yeah, look, it says I'm live right there. February update. Shout out to that Stone Alone picture. You dig? Home was over like they're like, yeah, that boy rocking. Shout out to that boy because he gonna keep it popping. Anyways, let's see. Team Deepwater Cultivating hit 1590 on subs. We almost at 1600 subs over there. I appreciate that. Ain't nobody in the chat yet. We got some thumbs up though. Team DWC. I'll talk to me if nobody else wants to talk to me. Hell, y'all can just catch it on replay. Shout out to the replay gang. Because we going to be doing our thing either way. Oh, let's see. What's good for the goose? Nah, fuck the goose. Because we worried about the gander. Anyways, let's hit our videos, which puts us in our studio. Shout out to going into the studio. If you don't know how to use your studio, I feel sorry for you, mother. Somebody should have told you. They give you all these numbers so you can know what you've got as far as numbers. But if you ain't doing nothing with it, that's on you. Cultivating this business plans 2025. It's got 14 views. I appreciate that. Let's see. I did some shorts over here, if I recall. So let's see where our numbers are. Look at the cultivation channel. Little numbers. We got 3.9K views. So that's almost 4,000 views in the last 28 days. You know, the cultivation does what it does. We post videos, and if people watch it, they watch it. If they don't, they don't. We had a new hater over here on Monday. He's like, sir, your video quality is a little low for me to like. Well, if you want to find things you only want to complain about, good for you. You can complain and say whatever you want to whoever you want. But if the only thing you don't do is complain about what I'm doing, you don't know what I'm doing then. Hell, I'm going to put the videos out whether my phone fucked up or not. The point is you can click to the original video and go to it, which is what I was basically doing in the first place, letting y'all know the type of things I'm into, and I just promote what I like. Okay, I don't have no time for stuff I don't like, none, not even a little. You dig? So when I see something I don't like, hey, I just acknowledge that I don't like it and keep it pushing. Which is hard for some people to do because, you know, he's like, man, I didn't watch this video 5 times, and every time I'm mad because the echo's echoing when I'm trying to learn something. Well, if you're trying to learn, just learn what you're learning. You know, don't worry about the problems. Get what you can get, and don't throw a fit like they told your ass before you went to recess. Yeah, that's elementary shit for those who didn't catch it. Shout out to Sunday morning curse words. You know, hey, I mean, it's 7 days a week. I cuss all of them. So if you don't like it, don't sponsor me. If you do like it, you know how to keep it popping. Speaking of which, shouts out to our Buy Me a Coffee video we did yesterday. That was doing good. Let's see. We got Easy Opportunities. That had 344 views. Then What to Build got 343. Inbred Benefits, which was me clipping Zaza. Shouts out to the big homie Zaza. Y'all know to throw those gorillas in his chat over there. They doing their thing. Let's see. We got Coffee, Cake, Loving Bish. Shouts out to her. She's recently, where did I meet her at? I think it was over on the Jay Jordan's channel. Shouts out to her though, because she came through supporting. I appreciate that. Humble Jay. Yeah, that's the guy that's the hater. So y'all can go find his comments. I ain't gonna give him no more attention. Speaking of him, y'all know what to do. Hell, let him know. Hey, if you like things, spend more time worried about the things you do like than complaining about things you don't like. Hell, that's just what we do in 2025. Let's see who we got in the building. Bell Loop 29. What's crack-a-lacking? We got the Bud Files in the building also. Sue, I appreciate you for getting up and coming to kick it with me. You know we like that. Guess my phone wants to fall on me doing that BS. I'm going to throw you a wrench, though. Add as a moderator, standard. You don't need to be a contributing moderator because you ain't posting on my channel unless you want to post on my channel. If y'all want to be able to post on my channel, just let me know. I appreciate all content. Somebody else getting me views. Did it get views? I don't know. It doesn't matter though. They put in that work. Hey, that's what's up though. I've been up since like 7 o'clock because I mean I wanted to get up before that, but the way my bed's set up, it said it's Sunday. SA, wait till the alarm goes off. We got an alarm to remind us when we should be out of bed every day of the week, whether I feel like it or not. By the time that alarm hit, hey, get your ass on up because I know you awake. You just over there waiting for the alarm to go off to let you know exactly what time it is. Was my light on behind me? My light behind me. Shout out to the tent. That's that Mars Hydro. It comes on at like 5 something in the morning. So hell, my alarm don't go off to 6 something. So if I'm up with the lights on and my alarm ain't went off, I know it's between 5:50 and 6:20. So I got like a 30-minute break that I can still stay in bed. Ain't no point in getting up early. Keep getting your rest because sometimes you need it, sometimes you don't. We're gonna clip that part too, because you're trying to be beneficial to others, letting people know just do what you're gonna do. Hell yeah, shit. I done rolled up some blunts for the Super Bowl party. I don't even know if I'm going though. Let's see. We were supposed to hit your videos. We already did that, so we already went to both of those two studios. So let's switch back to popcorn because we got multiple accounts over here. You dig? And if you don't know how to manage multiple accounts, stay in your lane then. Shout out to Servant David. I see he's going in on a Sunday morning. I can't help it. I'm gonna have to go ahead and say what's up to that big homie because he ain't seen me from this profile. I've been watching him from the Team Deepwater Cultivating because it's been recommending him a lot more on that channel. Shouts out to the algorithm because your algorithm is what you watch. YouTube as a content creator sucks because these words I love. He playing music and I ain't trying to be copyrighted yet. But I don't give a fud either way, Elmer, because that's what we do. We got to buy me a coffee for the monetization, and as long as YouTube lets that video stay up, we be up. Here, let me hit him with a what's popping. Hit him with the 2 buckets of popcorn. It's always 2 buckets of popcorn. That's one for the host and one for the chat. Shouts out to the people in the chat because you always get you a bucket of popcorn too. You dig? Yeah, dig. There it goes, right there, 2 of them. And then we're gonna hit him with the elevation. To all. You dig? That boy goated. Anyways, and then I'm gonna step up out of this chat because that's how we do. We just gonna be in and out because we still got stuff we doing at the moment. But hell, he's gonna appreciate that. Let's go to the playlist because we finna get ready for our video. What the Jay say? Shout out to my level 1 buy me a coffee member, the Jay. Well, nah, if you got the standard mod and then you have the other mod, but the other mod can actually post content and do stuff like that. So that's why I said you got to know what they do. I don't need to give you too much ability to do stuff to my channel, but you can go ahead and hit them 3 dots and network as much as you want. Because, we 24/7 networking over here, baby. Shout out to the big homie DJ Is. Y'all know to go check him out every day. The boy got beats. If you don't like the beats, you tripping. And you'll find when you do like sooner or later. You just got to look for it, right? Right. Let your little inner beat specialist speak to you, though. Which one of these am I going to get? Boom. Shout out to the wild hemp natural wraps. Y'all know we do the wild hemp naturals. You see what I'm saying? Hemp wraps all day, baby. Come 4 for $1. DJ Tiny, you already got a shout out, but I appreciate you showing up. You're going to have to rewind the video to see what I said about you. But it's a good thing I talk good about people because then when they pull up, they got a reason to hit their rewind. Hey, shout out to DJ Tiny. We was kicking it over there last night. I was on both accounts. I came through with TWP, then I came through with Spider Pig. You know how we do. Double tap on the likes all day. I ain't even gonna break that down. Nah. I'm just put that back over here. Get out the way. Get out the way. But anyways, let's get to some videos. That way we can get to the green room. That way we can keep shit popping. Nah. That managing moderator can actually uh, do a lot of stuff because I have the cultivation channel and Spider Pig. So when I don't feel like actually logging into those accounts, I can just do whatever I want to do from all three of my accounts because they have accessibility. Just like I had learned that initially from Izzy and Scully. Shouts out to those two people. Shouts out to Izzy Pop. Y'all know to go check her out if you need something designed for you. But yeah, they taught me that scheme because is you give managing opportunities to a person, they can do a lot of stuff for you. That's just like when companies hire people to work for them, and then they give them a managing moderator, so that way they can just do it from their account for you. Though you did, but that's one of those behind the scenes things that we all need to learn at some point. Shouts out to Heather J. Hopefully you still live because I seen you was going in this morning, but I was posting this video on Spider Pig right before I did this live, so I didn't actually get a chance to step through this morning before I came in to mine. But I did give you this shout out because, like I said, you go back to the beginning of my video and I gave everybody shouts out. DJ Tanya got a shout out. Heather got a shout out because Heather was live. So, y'all know how we do. Go check out Heather, though, because she might still be crafting and you might want to learn something. But, anyways, let's play them all. I forgot I muted this. Hey, you going way too hard in the paint, bruh. Start it over. Unmute. Y'all ready? I'm rolling up, so y'all gotta wait. Said, nah, popcorn, don't tease us. Don't start the video and then pause the video because you forgot to finish rolling up. Well, it's that quick for me, so it's that quick for me. So let's get y'all in here. Let's get this zoomed in to where it looks really good, crystal clear, because we got great rappers. Shout out to UB, aka Ubiquitous, aka Half Assess Crew. Hey, if they come back, they do. If they don't, they was already good. Pick a strain, whatever you want, you can get. Indica sativa, never rolling plain Jane. I know some people, if you want drop 50, we ain't gon' cop any. Little mama got plenty, so many strain, puffin' the flame, nothing but dro. One for the brain, one for the body, one for the soul. Running with strange, keeping the party under control. Up, away, flying, how far are we gonna go? Smoke team in the building, got 'em is what the deal is. Recognize coming with Burns, Felix with Filming County boy, got the liquor. Casso was on the fader, Stevie came with the greenery, mixing multiple flavors, whatever you want, homie. Tell me when to say when. How about you and your friends? Come get with me and my friends and keep it real with me, girl. I don't want to pretend like this is a new thing. Really, that's what it's been like. Well, we do that by introducing you to great resources and fabulous guests all along the way. Today we got a guest that's going to be talking about some fabulous resources that he's using so that you can help grow your health, business, and your wealth. Today's special guest has a greener thumb than old McDonald himself. The plants that this gentleman grows will make anybody now, when it comes to agriculture, George Washington Carver has reason. Hold on, Corey. Before you finish introducing me, let me introduce people to my wake and bake routine for the weekends. Y'all know we start off our weekends with roaches. Shouts out to smoking them roach weed. Because them motherfuckers be hitting, but you see, I'm already choked up. Smoked out, keeping it popping. Has reincarnated himself in the form of a man from Missouri. When it comes to growing things, he makes a jolly green giant. Hey, shout out to Jeremy King of Gaming. Y'all know to go check him out. He be supporting his wife on a regular. And we stay in our roles because it's like our lab coat also. This time,
hey, welcome back. head, close up to the head. Hey, there you go. Great introduction. I'm trying to do what I can do. All right.
Shouts out to the big homie Matt over at our team.
News for sure.
He doing his
THING.
THING.
That's how long marijuana has been legal here in Colorado.
Your lines today. For the first time, you can buy marijuana legally in parts of Colorado, purely for recreational use. Tonight, there's already talk of shortages and a different kind of after effect, new jobs.
Colorado voters approved Amendment 20 in the November election in 2000. That made medical marijuana legal. In 2012, voters approved Amendment 64, making it legal for people 21 and older to possess less than an ounce of marijuana for recreational use. It also allowed for people to grow their own pot plants.
The danger of marijuana was that it took away my motivation. I think it isolated me.
In adolescents who regularly use marijuana, that's been associated with a decline of 6 to 8 points in their adult IQ. Doesn't look like you get that back. That's a very significant public health concern.
One thing we know for sure, Colorado's been legal for quite some time now, both rec and medical, and that's fantastic to see. But what is pretty interesting is that there's certain places in Colorado where things are not as easy going. So in today's episode, we're going to hop down to Colorado Springs, see what's going on down there, because recently a vote was taken where they were in favor of rec, but there was also another competing vote which worked completely against it. So just to show you guys that there's a never-ending battle when it comes to the good herb, we're going to have a look at these two competing bills and see what those ballot questions meant for the people of Colorado Springs.
A big surprise, two competing ballot questions involving the sale of recreational marijuana in Colorado Springs.
Yeah, question 300 asked voters whether the city should allow recreational marijuana sales within city limits. Voters giving the nod to recreational sales.
Here's where things get interesting, though. The competing question, 2D, which sought to abolish any future talk of recreational sales in Colorado Springs by writing a ban into the city charter, has also passed, and just about by the same margin.
And KRDO 13's Michael Lagerwell joins us live to explain what this all means and which one takes precedence. Michael.
It's certainly an unexpected result tonight, as I spoke to both sides, and they both believe that voters may have been confused at the ballot box tonight, and at this point it's unclear if recreational marijuana sales will be legalized here in Colorado Springs. And that's because 2D bans the sale of recreational marijuana for good, and Initiative 300 legalizes the sale of recreational pot.
Now, yo, just let that sink in. We got two competing ballot questions up for consideration. How is it that we got ourselves in this position? How can this even happen? There's a majority that votes to ban it, there's a majority that votes to legalize it. How does that happen? Now, it turns out the reports are suggesting that the ban will actually take precedence, and that's because it makes an amendment to the city's charter.
Now, KRDO spoke with Councilwoman Lynette Crow-Iverson, who pushed 2D. She believes the ban supersedes 300 because it's an amendment to the city's charter, but people who support recreational pot sales may challenge this in court.
So it just kind of indicates there may have been some voter confusion about the implications of both of those questions.
I think, people are confused by the issue. I agree that's probably some of it.
Now, for any of you who've seen how some of these ballot questions take place, they do word it in a really confusing manner. And they also try to throw a bunch of different things on there that are very similar and related to try to confuse voters. Heck, I've seen it happen all the time. But in this particular situation, they probably didn't expect that things were going to play out like this. Now, one thing that they keep saying is that the voters may have been confused. But the truth is, I don't think the voters were really confused. I think the way you guys tried to do things was pretty confusing. Because just think about it. On one hand, you're proposing rec. You're proposing to legalize rec. On the other hand, you're proposing to ban rec. If people vote on one, doesn't it mean that the majority either votes in favor or in opposition of it? So for instance, if we're voting on legalizing rec, if the majority said no, then obviously it's still banned, right? So why do we have two of these competing interests on the same question? Personally, I just think it's absolutely crazy. But let me know what you guys think about that. Drop it in the comments below. And if you're getting value from this video, please do like, share.
But yeah, that is crazy. Why would you throw the two opposites to where they can both be voted in and they fuck with each other? That's crazy. Madness. These people act like they don't know how to solve problems, which is crazy because, it's 2025. I mean, our current problems are current problems, which need current solutions. Shout out to the solution people because, that's where we stay.
share, and subscribe to the channel. And if you want to support us further, buy us a cup of coffee or join the ICANN VIP Bean Club, because that next drop is going out pretty soon.
The mayor told Fox 21 last night that
All
he
right,
believes the
Bellevue
ban
29.
will
I'll
win
see you
this
next
fight.
time.
That's because the ban would amend the city charter, which the mayor calls our local constitution. The measure that would allow recreational sales would only amend the city ordinance.
Both initiatives are showing as yeses, so that presents a really interesting legal dilemma for us. And believe me, we're already in conversations. I'm already in conversations with my city attorney just to get some perspective.
If the 2D ban does prevail, as the mayor believes it will, an employee in the industry here in Colorado Springs says their future is grim.
The medical marijuana industry in Colorado Springs hasn't been profitable for years. So most people, most stores were hanging on in the anticipation that hopefully recreational marijuana would be able to come to the state. And so all of the dispensary owners that I'm aware of are hurting financially. They've already laid off large amounts of people. As far as I know, 90% of those are going to go out of business.
In a written statement to Fox 21, a city spokesperson said ballot question 300 must be read, interpreted, and implemented in a manner to be consistent and harmonious with ballot question 2D. If any provision of ballot question 300 is in direct conflict with the charter, that provision cannot be implemented. A spokesperson for Initiative 300 says voters want recreational marijuana stores and that the city would benefit from additional tax revenue. Those working in the industry agree.
When you don't have recreational sales available in Colorado Springs, of course, you're kind of handing the market over to the black market and the illegal drug dealers, which are not going to just have marijuana. They're going to have all kinds of other really dangerous drugs for our children. And they're not going to check IDs either.
A spokesperson for ballot question 2D says the clear intent of voters is to ban recreational marijuana stores in Colorado Springs.
I
The
definitely
mayor
check
agreeing
IDs,
that it's not
especially in
right
person.
for
Let
the
me see
city.
your ID.
We believe that
All
in
right,
the
cool.
end,
You
our
ain't
city
got no
charter,
ID. What is you
which is
doing
our
here?
local constitution,
Security.
ultimately will prevail.
So you guys can see clearly, there are
Yeah,
still places
call
that
somebody
are really
Paris for
against the herb. Even right here in Colorado Springs, which is a relatively popular area, they got no recreational sales going on down there. They only got medical. So for the most part, I can see people just driving out of the Springs and getting their stuff down in Denver. And that obviously does not benefit the state or the county. And we can definitely see that Colorado as a state has made a lot of profit when it comes to the recreational herb. So literally in the billions.
When we did recreational marijuana, and it doesn't seem like it's been that long.
It doesn't seem like it, and the money shows it though. You know, 10 years later, it looks like it's been about 13 billion and about 2.2 billion in tax revenue.
13.2 billion in 10 years. Come on now. Shout out to those numbers. I like those type of contracts and deals. I think I would sign it. I don't know. If you don't like it, I mean, tell me why in the comments. Why would you not like that type of money? Yeah.
So it's been a big deal, and I remember it was you know, everybody was on pins and needles about it, but I read the history of it, and it really kind of came out of nowhere in a way. And Colorado was the first really in the world. Washington was the same day, but we were the first in the world, and now I think Mayor Hancock is proudly saying we're the leader in cannabis and cannabis regulation, if you will.
So despite the fact that Colorado is the leader in cannabis innovation, if you will, what we're seeing is that Colorado Springs is still kind of lagging behind. Now, personally, I think that that's pretty crazy. Now,
Well, technically, I don't think that's crazy because, now see, we the people, shout out to we the people, we're the ones who control the laws where we live, okay? It's not the government that controls the laws, it's the people that allow the government to even exist there. Shout out to that part of the game because, you know, you got amendments and rights for a reason. First one is you can say whatever you want because it's American. Shout out to freedom of speech. Secondly, you got that hey, I got this thing at my house, okay? It's at the house. I don't keep it on me. It's at the house. Because guess what? If you come to the house on some bullshit, that's where I'm going to remind you that here I'm the law. Shout out to being the law at home. Because like Heather was saying earlier, the king got his robe on. You see what I'm saying? The king going to have his robe on. So when you come to the king's spot where he got his robe on, hey, I'm not out in public with my robe on. Nah. I wear this around the house. That's just like that big old thing right there. That's for at the house protection. You dig? I ain't outside shooting at people. Nah. But whoever comes to the door with some BS, you could be a government official. I'll hear what you said. But hey, guess what? You know what? You had to stay outside. You had to show me your warrant through the little piece of glass I got on the front of the door. Nah, fuck that. Just show it to the camera because, you know, we got security. Security. That's crazy though. But yeah, it's the local people that make the laws. And if you're in a place like he was saying he's in Mississippi and the laws don't agree with him, move. Hell, there's a place that'll allow you to do whatever you want. That's the good thing about America. Certain areas can dictate what's going on in that area. Hey, if it's me and 10 of my homeboys and we all stay on the same block, can anybody tell us what to do on that block? No. You can't tell us what to do because y'all got to come down here and fuck with us. We ain't out there fucking with y'all. Y'all got to come fucking with us. And you know, they always say the home team got the advantage. Well, we better have the advantage because if we're ready for the problems, we should have the advantage. You dig? Security. Shouts out to them 2A people. I appreciate that. But yeah, I mean, that's why that one part of Colorado don't want that shit down there because they didn't want it down there. You see what I'm saying? The state and the feds can say whatever the hell they want, but the people that live in that area do what they want. You see what I'm saying? That's the difference because, you know, the police ain't coming down here because they said, well, it's in the city mandates that they don't want weed down here. Okay, that's that city. Move to a different city because you have a right to move. You got to permission to travel. You dig? Only within the United States though, because you got to have a passport to go anywhere else. Shout out to the passport game, because you know we're gonna get one of those coming up too.
Where are we at currently? It seems that Colorado Springs may have to vote again because those in power think that the voters didn't understand what the hell they were doing. So let's go ahead and check that out real quick.
And at least one Colorado Springs City Council member is calling to give voters another chance to vote on legal recreational marijuana sales. He argues that voters got confused by the dueling ballot initiatives during the November election and wants to be sure that legal weed is what the voters want.
Yeah, today council members discussed potential tax revenue coming from and licensing for recreational marijuana in Colorado Springs. But Heather, like you said, there were some city council members who expressed concerns that Colorado Springs residents accidentally passed recreational marijuana sales.
I think it really could have had the impact that something passed that the majority of citizens don't really support.
Colorado Springs City Council member Dave Donaldson made a proposal in the City Council work session on Monday. Council will take back the requirement for shops selling recreational marijuana to be a mile away from any school, childcare facility, or drug treatment center and replace it with a 1,000-foot buffer. However, he wants to propose a ballot measure on the April ballot for city elections that would repeal legalized marijuana.
So we know once and for all, these citizens want recreational marijuana sales in Colorado Springs or not.
Not all the council members were on board with the proposal.
I don't support repealing the voters' decision, and I think
her name ain't Nancy, it's actually Karen. Shouts out to Karen. I don't want this. Sit your old ass down. We do.
adding this section adds actually confusion. We've been talking about confusion. I think it adds confusion, doesn't clarify.
But Donaldson only needs 5 of the 9 city council members to vote yes on his proposed April ballot measure for it to end up on the ballot.
So when you got lawmakers like this, presenting things in such odd ways, in such honestly convoluted, straight up confusing manners, a lot of the people may have issue with it. Some people may vote yes, some people may vote no. Rather than being clear and straightforward, sometimes the wording can be really tricky. So where are we with all this now? They want to revote?
You still stuck in the snow, Heather, or is you dug out and about these days? Y'all know Heather up in the northern part of the country. Shout out to them up north people. They got to deal with a lot of snow. We deal with snow, but not a lot of snow. You know, sometimes it be a lot, but on a regular basis, it's not that much. Yeah, and I've been in Missouri my whole life, so I'm used to driving in it. Hey, shouts out to that, though.
They think the voters didn't know what they're doing. Seems that the voters may have to vote again, but that may also face some challenges. So let's have a look at this.
City Council will leave the future of recreational marijuana in Colorado Springs up to the voters once again. After nearly 3 hours of public comment, Council voted 7-2 this evening to put a measure on the April ballot. Councilmember Dave Donaldson pushed for the measure, saying November's ballot had 2 competing questions about recreational cannabis sales that may have confused voters. Tonight's vote means Colorado Springs voters will now be deciding on this issue for a 3rd time.
So maybe 3 times the charm? I don't know. Now Now, I did mention that there may be some potential challenges with this revote, and literally just about 48 hours ago, a lawsuit was filed in relation to exactly this.
Breaking news alert, the city of Colorado Springs, well, it's being sued tonight. You may remember on Tuesday, City Council voted 7-2 to add a new measure to the upcoming April ballot after repealing a citizen initiative in November that passed with voter support. Now, some members stated that language on the November ballot was confusing. Well, today, those against that decision filed their 17-page lawsuit against the city. Joining me now, Jared Dean. Jared, you spoke with the president of the Colorado Cannabis Association about this lawsuit. What did he tell you?
Yeah, Grace, in the lawsuit, the plaintiffs say this move by the city council violates the Colorado Constitution and that voters have already decided they want recreational marijuana here in the Springs.
Disappointing we have to take that action.
The city was surged with a lawsuit filed by a dispensary owner and an Air Force veteran. Back in November, ballot question 300 was passed by the voters by nearly 22,000 votes. Members of City Council said on Tuesday they think question 2D and 300 were confusing to voters, and that is why 300 was approved.
It's just been this roller coaster ride almost every day of having to face opposition that is not very rational, in my opinion. You know, the people voted. We should respect the will of the voters. We should be having this discussion here and now.
The lawsuit claims the city council's move violates the Colorado Constitution, saying ballot measures banning marijuana may only, quote, appear on a general election ballot during an even-numbered year. They also say the language on the new ballot measure is confusing and misleading. It reads, quote, shall the initiated ordinance that appeared as ballot question 300 in the November 5th, 2024 election, which legalized recreational marijuana sales for the first time in the city of Colorado Springs, be repealed?
That's why I said when you actually look at things and
made by voters on question 300.
Hold on, homie. The big homie talking. So we gonna zoom in and bring him back on the screen too. You see what I'm saying? But when it's actually stuff that's supposed to be getting done, it's up to us to make sure the shit get done. Well, what do you want, nigga? I work all day, so I want to go home and smoke some fucking weed without no fucking problems. Okay, well, how do you want to do that? Well, I would like to cultivate my own. Shout out to the homie Popcorn. He got me on that indoor garden and consoles. And, you know, I can cultivate some things too. I done seen him start with 6 little plants, then the next thing you know, he had 250. Yeah, shout out to getting that plant count up because we finna get it up. But anyways, like I was saying, man, hey, it's up to us to get things done, and then the laws will have to listen to us, because guess what we doing? I got 20 people down here for security, and they all know the police ain't said nothing to us. They coming to us. Therefore, you come to us, it's different rules over here. I'm United States because they told me what I can do, so I'm doing it. We the people, right? Yeah, the government's supposed to serve and protect us. Shut the fuck up, officer. Sit down and roll up.
And a no vote would bring recreational marijuana to Colorado Springs. We did also reach out to the Colorado Springs City Council about this decision, and they declined to comment.
So once again, we're seeing a situation where the voters have voted on one thing, and the lawmakers are again trying to pull it back. But this time, they're trying to say that the voters did not know what they were voting on. The voters didn't know what they were doing. So again, let me know what you guys think about that. Drop it in the comments down below. But let's hear what a few more Colorado Springs residents actually have to say about this.
Now, one local shop owner has filed suit, saying a do-over vote would be a direct violation of state law.
It's disappointing. I live in a community where City Council is very clearly going to do whatever they can to stop this.
So I want to find out what you guys think about this entire issue. It's really unfortunate for the people down in Colorado Springs, especially when all their neighboring cities, their neighboring towns, heck, their neighboring counties, all of them pretty much have recreational herb. And what's even more frustrating is that the people actually voted on it and the lawmakers are just not rolling with it. But I want to find out what you guys think. Drop it in the comments down below. And if there's any state you guys want us to cover, any town or city you guys want us to cover, drop it in the comments down below. We're hanging out down there. And recently there's a governor that's actually come out and said that legalizing it will actually destroy your state. So to find out more about that guy and what he said, check that video out because it's coming up right now.
That dude said, man, I've been making YouTube channel. Shout out to Matt. Y'all know Matt got his ish together because he recently got his lawyer degree.
Indiana lawmakers will
Recently got that lawyer degree. Why did it go? Oh, we actually clicked the link. It's my fault. Sorry for that, because we wasn't supposed to be doing all of that. We don't have to go back. We don't have to go back. Yeah, see, I done ran out my playlist. I done ran out the playlist. I tried to hit pause, but it's trying to move around apparently. So that's crazy. I'm not starting the whole playlist over though. You know we ain't doing all that. We was at the end of match video. Shout out to him because that brings us back to yesterday's topic. Shout out to Buy Me a Coffee and Reed talking about yesterday's topic, which is our Buy Me a Coffee how-to video. We did all that yesterday, so we ain't gonna hound you too hard today. We just giving shouts out to our level 2 members. Shouts out to Melinda Elliott and Higher Desert Exotic Podcast. Y'all know to go check out both content creators because they got that fire. I fuck with them too, both of them. Melinda, she's usually live every morning on her way to work. And then Higher Desert Exotic, you can catch them every Friday and Sunday. If you don't know what time, it's mountain time. So go figure it out, right? Yeah, you can go figure it out. You grown. You got to be 21, 18, 21 plus to watch this content, so your grown ass can go over there and figure it out. Shouts out to y'all, because you can't tell everybody everything. You dig? You got to leave some interest. Make them investigate. Make them, as we say in 2025, do the homework, which means go do your homework. Shout out to Melinda Elliott, though. She's getting into some new crafting hobbies and stuff like that. So, we appreciate that because we want to see y'all learning new things even at old ages.
So this is day 3 of the KOV challenge. So one of the things that we're supposed to do is ask a question, and one of the questions I'm interested in is, what do you think about my channel? When I started this channel, I started it, well, for me, I'm a type A personality and I needed to relax. I have some disabilities that are related to stress, and it seems like people like them and watch them, but you guys tell me what you think. Bye.
Yeah. So like Fox Farms though, I noticed so if you're going to plant a plant in some Fox Farms ocean forest, per se, you plant a plant in there and you veg it out for 2 months and you get that plant monstrous and you're ready to flip it into flower. Now you have to add amendments to there because there's nothing left in it to...
Back up just a little bit. When you say you planted it for a couple months and it took off monstrous, do you know what's in that makes that plant grow?
Synthetic salts.
It's pretty much what it is, but it's ammonium nitrate. So they spray this ammonium nitrate on sawdust, and that ammonium nitrate is like acid on a fucking slug. So think of the organic and biology that's in there. It's killing. They put that on there. You can throw a pile of that. It's called nitralized sawdust is what the industry calls it, as an amendment to mix it, and that's what they buy. Roots Organic, a bunch of them do that as an amendment, and that's their nitrogen pack. And then they tell you they put a bunch of guanos and they do other stuff. They don't put shit on it. That's what it is, and that's the reason, the difference between a good quality soil and them. And you just explained it, as it shot up and it grew some veg and it did really well. But
yeah, it's probably late over there. What up, Vanna?
Now,
Good to see you.
My soil or some good
Hopefully
soil,
you've been doing good.
the difference between mine, you're asking, and Fox Farm, and all the case studies. Fox Farm, with ammonium nitrate in the soil, that plant will shoot up really quick. It grows quick, and it's a tomato plant. Let's just call it tomato, but same thing with any other cultivar, is it shoots up really quick, and it puts off a few tomatoes, and the wind comes and that plant has no structure, and it falls over, it's lanky, right? My soil versus the same tomato plant, you got a fucking heavy stalk, you got this plant that just fucking sits up and does its thing, and it's putting off tomatoes, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's the difference, and why does mine do that? Because I have a living soil concept behind it. I want you to grow with it.
I'm just glad I'm gonna get another opportunity to see him again this year. That way we could talk about some things too, because that's right in April, and that's right around the time I got to do something in April. So that's a good thing. I mean, I'll be able to go back and re personally talk to this guy in person and be like, well, shit, you know, your boy finna get in the game. What's up? He gonna be like, well, shit, you already know you want to run with me. I'm like, you damn right, motherfucker. Hey, it's about networking. And that's exactly what I'm finna do. You know, I need some help out here in these streets, and you know, who better than the Soil King to make sure we got some soil. Shout out to the upcoming projects, cause you know we gonna be working.
Bacteria. I want you to grow fungi. I want you to do everything that is healthy in that plant. The last thing you want to do is feed ammonium nitrates in a tomato to your kids at the dinner table. If you once you know, kind of. You know? So.
I was just getting
Florida
ready to say
Governor Ron
what
DeSantis
is
holds a press
popping.
briefing on a new proposal
Y'all
from
know
the
the
state.
big homie
What are your thoughts on it?
April Showers is in the building. I appreciate her for waking up, spending some time with us today. Van has already greeted her. You know what I'm saying? Good to see you, April. Hopefully you're doing good. Because, you know, we trying to keep it popping around here. So, you know, if not, we'll have to pull up on you and see what we can do for you. You know, because we be in the field putting in that work. Hell, shouts out to networking and then the workbook, because, you know, we got the homework and the workbook. So the workbook is us out there putting in the work. You dig?
So, I think that you have one corporation that's pushing this. People do not want these massive conglomerates to control the Constitution. And you know, one of the things that was an issue last time was this idea of can you grow your own? And their amendment did not provide for that. As I read this one, what they say is they don't give you that right. They say, well, the legislature's allowed to. But guess what will happen if this passes? Do you think they're going to lobby in favor of you growing your own or against? Of course, they're going to lobby against. And they have a lot of money to be able to try to influence the legislature as a result of that. Here's the thing. There's a lot of...
Right off the bat, I love that it's immediately like, oh, they got a lot of money. Unfortunately, they're going to be able to push legislation. They got money. This is the governor. The governor saying they've got money. They're going to influence it. They're going to, unfortunately, they got money. It's like, fuck. It's like, dude, he's literally just waiting, just lining it up so he could be like, yeah, you pay. And whatever side's got the most money, I'm in.
A lot of different perspectives on marijuana.
And why can I only hear this on the left side of my headphone?
Marijuana. It should not be in our Constitution.
Shout out to Pigeons 420.
If you feel strongly about it, you have elections for the legislature. Go back candidates that you believe will be able.
But you're right, actually, he is keeping it real.
To deliver what your vision is on that. But when you put these things in the Constitution, and I think, I mean, the way they wrote, there's all kinds of things going on in here. I think it's going to have big time trouble getting through the Florida Supreme Court. And I honestly, as written, I don't think it will even be on the ballot. But the reality is the Constitution should really be for structure of government, limiting, empowering certain, I think, for example, limiting tax increases. If you want to empower something, there's a whole bunch of things you can use it for. But run-of-the-mill policy should not be. Now, I know it's been used for that over the years, but it does not end well. That's what California has done. They use these ballot initiatives, and they do all this policy there, and then they end up with a state that's basically ungovernable. So if you're going to amend the Constitution, make it so that it's saying, look at the U.S. Constitution. Look at the things that have been added to the U.S. Constitution. Would they just add? I mean, could you have gone to James Madison in 1792 after the Bill of Rights is passed and said, Mr. Congressman Madison, would you do an amendment for pregnant pig care in the U.S. Of course, it would have been absurd that an issue like that would have been considered a constitutional. These are policy issues. Have the policy debate on it. And I can tell you there's a lot of folks that, may be a little bit more liberal on marijuana generally, but I think are rightfully skeptical of these big weed conglomerates and understanding what they're looking to do to be able to maximize their profits. Okay, guys, hopefully we'll have...
And I definitely am in Kansas City, Missouri, so I'm gonna hear that all damn day. It's Super Bowl Sunday. Go Chiefs, go Chiefs. I mean, that's the bad thing about being from Kansas City, because I've been hearing that a lot lately. Because, you know, I don't fuck with sports. There's only physical sports that I fuck with, like boxing. Yeah, boxing, that's hilarious. And like MMA fighting, because, you know, we throw hands where I'm from. Other than that, all the rest of the sports are useless. I mean, who cares if you can shoot a ball? I mean, I can shoot pistols and throw hands. What else you want from me?
Have some news for
Fuck, quite frankly, I don't disagree with what he said. I don't disagree. I'm not a fan of big weed getting involved. There's not really much here that I disagree with in regards to, there's going to be a sway in policy. You can't just have a run-of-the-mill policy. It needs to include medical, it needs to include recreational, but most importantly, it has to include home growing. We cannot be subjects to a system that requires us to just keep giving into it. I can start my own farm. I can milk my
And
own
y'all
cows.
definitely
I can
remember to
start
go
my own
back
lettuce
and check
garden.
out
I
that
can
Rumble
pick my
link.
own apples off of a
It's
tree.
somewhere in the
If I really wanted, I
description,
can try to refine
probably.
my own
But here you
oil.
go
I
in
can
the
try
chat for the
and create a
replay
vehicle
game.
that runs off of something else other than combustion fuel.
Because, you know, we got the studio
I can
quality
try
over
to
there because they
create
both
a
recording at the
sustainable
same
energy
time.
so that I can power my home. But why, for some reason, when we start to talk about weed, I can't be self-sustainable? Why do I have to be reliant upon a system that just wants me to continue to be a cog in the wheel, just turning and giving into a system? And so, yeah, I actually agree with what he said. I agree with what he said. Now, more needs to be done in regards to making it more accessible to people. But one thing too that I want to make very clear, because at the top of this says and should not be in our Constitution. Here's something that I want to make very clear. Weed accessibility and your liberty to choose your medication is already in the Constitution. As an American, you have the right to life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness. In Canada, it's close. It's life, liberty, and security of person. These are the same rights that I'm afforded as a Canadian. But we'll compare the two most important. We have the right to life, okay? We have the right to our own life. We have the right to our own existence. Therefore, I feel as if we have the right to make the choices as to what it is that we're going to do to either inhibit, increase, or pull back that life. In the same way that we also have access to...
See, that comment Pigeons just made correlates with what I said earlier. Is we the fucking people, sir. Because at the end of the day, if there are no government officials who are within where I am operating, then I ain't got to worry about them telling me how to operate. The police know I own this property, so they leave me the fuck alone. You dig? I got security on deck for anybody else. So, hell, if the police get called, they gonna listen to me because they already know I'm the property owner. Yep, leave me the fuck alone. Get the fuck on up out of here. Well, you were... Nah. I was minding my own fucking business and somebody came to my house. Shut the front door. See, that's what he just said. He agrees with that type of time.
Liberty. I have the right to choose. I have the right to choose to whether or not I'm going to choose a medication, I'm going to try a drug, I'm going to try to do something other than what's being advertised. That's my liberty. It does not affect anybody else. Well, you might say, well, it affects the healthcare. So does tobacco. So does alcohol. So does driving vehicles. So does sugar. And so does excess sunlight. But yet, why is weed treated any different? Weed is accessible through our Constitution. Americans have the right to pursue to happiness. Your pursuit of happiness might come through the pursuit of exploring a more desirable medication or
What they say, fire in the hole.
Right? So, I do believe weed is in our Constitution already, and I think that's where it needs to stay. we have the right to life. We have the right to liberty to choose, and I think we should. We should. So yeah, good story though, man. I appreciate that. I'm gonna clip it and ship it. We'll send that one to YouTube for sure. We're checking out Spider Farmer's newest 2024 G5000. This is a 480 watt dimmable, cost-effective, full-spectrum, high-yield commercial LED grow light, and is going to work great in a 4x4 space, pushing 2.85 micromoles
Of course,
per
it's gonna
joule.
work great in a
This is a
4x4.
fantastic
We already
grow
showed
light,
y'all why that
even giving
is
you
good.
smart app controls.
Shout out to them
So now,
4x4
with
fucking
your
lights,
phone,
though.
you can set
Knock you right
program
out the park.
schedules, adjust brightness levels, and communicate between your lights.
You know, we got
In
two
fact,
different
you can even
tents set up.
simulate sunrise and sunset from the app.
See
The
tent 2 in the
app is now
background.
usable with the upgraded SE
And then I got tent
and
1
G
behind me.
series, allowing users to easily manage their lights via the app with their phone. Check out spider-farmer.com. Use promo code
promoting Spider
PIGEONS420
Farmer.
and save a few dollars at
Shouts out
checkout
to them,
and help
dog.
support the show.
See,
And a huge shout out to AC Infinity for sponsoring today's video. If you're looking for some high-tech quality equipment for your tent, check out ACinfinity.com. Whether it's their clip-on fans, the Gen 2s, their air circulation systems, or their lights, check them out at ACinfinity.com. Use promo code PIGEONS420. You're going to save a few dollars off at checkout. You're going to help support the show, and you're going to get yourself some quality equipment. Also, a huge shout out to Seedsman. If you're looking for some quality genetics from a quality place, check out Seedsman. Use promo code PIGEONS420. They're with some of the best breeders in the game to hook you up with quality genetics. Check them out. Use promo code PIGEONS420 and thank them both for sponsoring today's video.
Speaking of the video sponsors.
Which parent are you? In the bustling city of Nutriville, a group of extraordinary individuals has emerged, known far and wide as the superfood parents. They are on a mission to transform their families' lives through the power of nutrition, one delicious bite at a time. Meet Chef Lakita Marie, the culinary mastermind behind the Superfood Parents Playbook. With boundless enthusiasm, she welcomes you to embark on a thrilling journey to becoming a superfood hero. But what exactly does that mean? In Nutriville, superfood parents are everyday heroes. These superfood parents lead the charge for better health, but not with capes. They lead with carrots and whole food fats like avocados. And instead of masks, they lead with mangoes and berries. Fruits and vegetables are the disease-destroying arsenal of heroes. Are you a disease-destroyer superhero for your loved ones? Fruits and veggies fuel the mission of heroes like Veggie Vixen. Are you a Veggie Vixen for your loved ones? Dedicated to ensuring their loved ones thrive on a diet rich in faves, fruits and vegetables. Here's your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to guide your family to superhero status by reaching the highest levels of health and wellness daily. Become a plant-powered titan, a superfood avenger, or even a face crusader by earning 5 points for every food or vegetable eaten. It's a fun-filled quest where nutrition meets excitement. All of the digital details are at superfoodparents.com for the full experience. Superfood Parents has also created workbooks, where you'll discover the tools you need for success. These workbooks give you the heroics.
See, this is why I was so inspired last year to do, what was the theme last year? Workbook 2024. See, shout out to having video sponsors. They gave me the idea. They said they had workbooks. I came out with a workbook too. I was inspired. I wasn't hating. I was just following the motherfucking lead that they set. They said, hey, we got workbooks. I came out with a workbook. Then I'm doing homework this year. You see how it works? You see what I'm saying? You be putting it in. Put it in. There's work to be done, in other words. Thumbs up to the work. You see that? It's right there on the screen for you. Go ahead, screenshot it. I got you. I'll hold you down for about 4, 3, 2, and he hit play.
Strategies to craft your grocery list like a seasoned hero. Which means you now have a playbook to even track your weekly meals like a true
Poppin'
champion.
seeds, my guy. What up, though?
And engage in mind-bending nutritional education with word searches that will keep your family entertained and informed. So, are you ready to join the ranks of the superfood parents? Are you prepared to unleash the power of faith and make every meal a heroic endeavor? If so, Flip the page of the Superfood Playbook and let's begin your journey to becoming the ultimate superfood hero.
To become a sponsor, just visit superfoodparents.com.
You ain't even a guest no more. Yeah, they be here, bro. Yeah, you with your family, man. I told you we gonna bring you in quarterly to make sure all our investments are up to par. Get some insider information. That's illegal. I mean, we're gonna get some tips and some pointers. Yeah, no insider information. I got quiet on that. Inside trade. I don't know shit. Nah, they lock Martha Stewart up for that. White women can't get away with it. Nobody can.
What did she say?
She had some friends who told her some shit one night at a party, and she moved some money around, and she wasn't supposed to do that.
Yeah, they're right. Just lose the money like everybody else. Made more money after that too. She went crazy.
I love her, bro. She's so freaky.
What? How you know?
She freaky though. You didn't see the post where she was talking about how they came and installed her pool. Oh, this shit legendary. It don't sound nothing like no goddamn.
More fun being rich and on the street, bro. It's a lot of shit to do, so I look at it like they got more gangsters in the stock market. They got more gangsters in government than gangsters on the street.
Right.
They just got more information than us.
Just like Chico said,
we just don't got the information. If we learn how to play that game, I use it the same way as I use the streets. And so what happens is once I started making money, I was like, oh, they don't really they're not really smarter than me. They just got information. So the goal for me was to just go get some more information. And when you come from the street, you ain't scared to lose no money.
Right.
That shit come with the game.
So when you say earlier, when you don't believe in what Google said, how do you get your information on that is false information out there?
So I don't really go to Google for information. I go straight to the source. I go straight to them. So we gotta stop being scared to read too.
Step into a world few have explored, a place where tradition collides with an unexpected twist. Picture this, the simplicity of Amish life blending with the thriving cannabis industry. Yeah, you heard that right. The same community, known for horse-drawn buggies and handcrafted barns, is turning heads with their unique, high-quality cannabis strains. Curious? Buckle up, because today we're uncovering the fascinating story behind this unlikely partnership. Get ready for some jaw-dropping revelations. Imagine a community steeped in centuries of tradition, untouched by the rush of modern life. Your mind likely goes straight to the Amish. Arriving in North America in the 18th century, they spent generations living simply, away from the noise of contemporary society.
That's
Tucked into the
crazy.
picturesque
Lisa J, what's
countryside of
good?
Pennsylvania,
Good to see you. Hopefully
Ohio,
you're
and
doing
Indiana,
good.
their lives
Having a great
revolve
week.
around family,
Seen all the videos.
faith,
You know, I've been in
and
the
farming,
comments on
a
both
timeless
channels.
harmony of values. Known for their
Surprised Spider Pig
craftsmanship
ain't
and
got you in his
unparalleled farming
algorithm yet,
skills,
but I'll make
the
sure you
Amish
got
have
you too.
long
So
been
shout out to
celebrated
the
as
trio.
masters of the land. But here's a curveball you might not expect.
You know, we
Cannabis
like this
cultivation.
forward.
Yeah, you heard that right. While the Amish are famous for their baked goods, furniture, and thriving crops, their age-old farming expertise has quietly expanded to include marijuana. With a deep understanding of crop rotation, natural fertilizers, and the rhythm of the seasons, they cultivate toxin-free, high-quality harvests, setting a new standard in agriculture-based industries. So, how did one of the most traditional communities in America find its way into the cannabis trade? The answer lies in a mix of economic necessity and shifting laws. Traditional crops like corn and wheat no longer bring in the profits they once did, pushing some Amish farmers to explore new opportunities. With marijuana increasingly legalized and offering significant financial returns, it presented a compelling option, a way to keep their families secure while staying true to their farming roots. But not every Amish family is on board. The Amish live by the Ordnung, a set of church-prescribed rules that govern everything from their use of technology to how they...
Which, that's funny, because that links back to that video we did, I believe, last Sunday, where they was talking about Hey, if your church approves of certain things, then that's what you believe in. If your church don't approve of certain things, then that's what you don't approve of. So, hey, if not, you find a different church that approves of the things you believe in. That's what I said. It's all about community. So that's why there's going back into, as they say, separation of people that allow things and people that don't. They don't allow it in one place. Okay, respectfully move to another place because they allow it somewhere here in the United States. I mean, no matter what it is. Estrell, we got a premiere on Spider Pig later this afternoon. You know, we got that cinematic premiere, 1 minute. Shout out to you. You know, I gave you a shout out somewhere in the comments or something like that. It might have been earlier in the video. Hit the replay in case you didn't see it though. But yeah, we gonna increase the play speed over here because I ain't trying to hold y'all up all day with videos because we still got more stuff to do in the green room anyways. So let's see, playback speed, 1.5 for those who know, you know.
Farm. These rules vary across communities, shaping their views on what is acceptable. For those who have embraced cannabis, it's not about moral conflict, it's about practicality. They see marijuana as just another crop, valued for its medicinal and economic potential rather than any controversy surrounding it. Here's an important distinction. The Amish don't consume cannabis. Their role is purely in its cultivation and trade, treating it no differently than tobacco or hemp. Their approach is pragmatic, not provocative, a way to adapt to modern economic challenges without compromising their values. Despite their reputation for being frozen in time, the Amish have consistently shown a knack for adaptability. From selling handcrafted furniture to baked goods and now cannabis, they found ways to engage with a modern economy. Intrigued? It gets better. The cannabis strains grown by the Amish are as unique as their farming methods. Let's go into what makes their products stand out from the rest. Within the Amish community, there's a deep understanding and respect for the earth that is translated into their cultivation practices. They don't chase new trends or new exotic strains. Instead, they focus on unique strains that thrive in their countryside and mirror their well-known purity and craftsmanship. Sour Amish Diesel adapts the legacy of the established sour diesel and adds an Amish twist, making it something extraordinary. With an intense earthy aroma complemented by stimulating citrus notes, it's the right pick for moments.
So for all y'all New York people that want some sour diesel, you need to get you a new Amish plug. You see what I'm saying? Shouts out to them Amish plugs because they got that Amish sour diesel, which is one of those things that y'all been looking to get back on anyway. Shouts out to that Amish. They already got you covered with good genetics. Get you a consultation.
Of creative inspiration or extreme concentration. The strain's robust character withstands Pennsylvania's changing seasons, and it's evident from the meticulously hand-trimmed buds that they take pride in every harvest. The absence of conventional pesticides showcases the natural terpenes of the strain. Amish OG Kush is an organic take on the classic OG Kush, cultivated perfectly in Amish-constructed wooden barns. This predominant indica strain is celebrated for its tranquilizing effects, acting as a staple for stress reduction and sleep promotion. The slow-curing techniques of the Amish community sharpen the strain's floral and herbal notes, offering an incredibly smooth smoke. It's the ideal choice for anybody seeking relaxation after a tiring day, mirroring the Amish lifestyle after a day from dawn to dusk. The spotlight is on Pennsylvania Gold, a local hybrid strain known for its magnificent balanced effects. It extends a serene euphoria to users without compromising productivity. The strain's ability to acclimate to different climates is its true success, particularly crucial in the fluctuating weather patterns of the Amish countryside. Pennsylvania Gold's inherent robustness is a perfect fit for Amish farming practices that are outdoor and pesticide-free. Lancaster Lights, named after the renowned Lancaster County, embodies the care and simplicity evident in Amish farming. With a gentle, uplifting effect, it's perfectly suitable for daytime use when concentration and positivity are essential. Thanks to the Amish's minimalist approach to cultivation, the strain presents a fruity flavor profile, allowing the plant to showcase its natural character. It's marketed as an embodiment of the Amish's commitment to sustainable and superior quality practices. A tribute to the iconic black buggies that symbolize the Amish, the Black Buggy Kush is a rare indica strain, rich in terpenes like myrcene and caryophyllene. It exudes an earthy, spicy aroma, ideal for profound relaxation and soothing the mind. This strain resonates with the slower pace of Amish life. It's cultivated using handmade compost teas to enrich the soil, ensuring a crop is high yielding and free from synthetic chemicals. The common thread tying these strains is their compatibility with Amish farming methods. Every strain is picked for its hardiness in outdoor conditions, and the Amish rely more on nature's offerings rather than artificial greenhouse setups. They're also chosen for their resistance to pests in varying weather, providing steady yields regardless of nature's unpredictability. Utilizing their extensive knowledge of soil health and crop management, the Amish achieve results that even rival those of more technologically advanced cultivators. Considering the uniqueness and the expert cultivation of these strains, it's no wonder that cannabis sourced from Amish farms is in high demand. The craftsmanship and tradition ingrained in their process render their harvests more than just a product. Stay tuned to discover the fascinating connections and practices surrounding Amish cannabis cultivation. here in the heartland of tradition, the Amish are cultivating cannabis with the same care and craftsmanship they've brought to their crops for generations. It's a marriage of heritage and sustainability, resulting in a product that's as natural as the hands that grow it. The Amish live by a simple creed: work with nature, not against it. Their approach to cannabis farming is no different, using trusted techniques passed down through generations. They grow cannabis with an eye for detail and respect for the land. It starts with carefully chosen plots of land, rotated over time to preserve soil fertility. Instead of synthetic fertilizers, they enrich the earth with organic compost made from livestock manure and ash from wood-burning stoves. Then, every seed is planted by hand. No industrial seeders here, meticulously placed for optimal growth. From pest control using garlic sprays and beneficial insects, and canopy training for healthy development, the Amish tend to each plant with unmatched care. And when harvest time rolls around, the artistry shines. Using scythes and hand pruners, they trim the plants with precision. Then the buds are dried and cured in wooden barns where the natural climate works its magic, preserving rich terpenes and cannabinoids for a product that modern methods simply can't replicate. You might wonder how the Amish, who avoid modern technology, sell their cannabis in today's bustling market. The answer is clever simplicity. Amish farmers team up with non-Amish distributors, known as English in their community, to handle packaging, marketing, and sales. This partnership allows the Amish to focus on their craft while staying true to their values. The term Amish made has become a mark of quality, much like their renowned furniture and baked goods. Consumers love their artisanal approach, opting for small batch, handcrafted strains over mass-produced alternatives. Even without flashy websites or social media campaigns, Amish-grown cannabis has built a reputation through word of mouth and grassroots marketing. Some communities are experimenting with understated branding, simple earthy labels that reflect their agricultural roots. The results? A demand for their strains that continues to grow, driven by those seeking something authentic and natural in a fast-paced, mass-produced world. What makes the Amish stand out in the cannabis industry is their ability to adapt without compromising their way of life. While they don't use cannabis themselves, they see its cultivation as a way to support their families and sustain their communities. By blending sustainable farming methods, smart collaborations, and a commitment to quality, the Amish have carved out a unique niche in the cannabis industry. They're proof that even in a world dominated by speed and technology, there's still room for slow, thoughtful craftsmanship. This is more than just a story of farming. It's a testament to resilience, tradition, and the power of doing things differently. And as the Amish navigate the challenges of growing such a
That's just, well, it's funny to me because it's more competition, but it's always friendly on my side. So, I'm glad to see they out there getting it in because they've always been good at farming. So, therefore, they said we keep it simple with the original scheme. We go out here make that dirt work. You dig? Shout out to putting in that work, though. We all about that out here. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You got them Yamin going. Said, hey, I didn't say what's up to say what's up. I said what's up to challenge you. Are you on my level? Maybe not. Let's see.
a controversial crop, there's much more to their journey that's worth exploring. Stay tuned for what's next. The Amish are an intriguing group when viewed from an agricultural perspective. They masterfully blend time-honored farming techniques with an unwavering dedication to the land. When it comes to cultivating cannabis, their approaches are different, blending age-old wisdom with an eye for detail that truly sets their cannabis apart. The knack of the Amish for hands-on labor is no secret. In their world, every phase of cannabis cultivation, from sowing the seeds to the harvest, is done by hand. Ever seen a field prepared by horse-drawn plows? That's them conserving soil health and ensuring natural aeration, a practice rarely seen in our tech-dependent age. With such a meticulous approach, they address any issues such as pests or nutrient deficiencies right at the onset, just like a painter needs space on a canvas. So do the Amish growers when setting their cannabis plants. Doing so ensures optimum sunlight and circulation, reducing the risk of mold or any other challenges. This also allows them to cater to every plant individually, thereby enhancing both its health and yield. The Amish are synonymous with organic farming, and they extend this practice to their cannabis cultivation as well. Composts made from animal manure, kitchen waste, and wood stove ash enrich their fields, creating the perfect setting for cannabis plants to flourish. To keep the pests at bay, they rely on natural remedies like neem oil, beneficial insects, and garlic sprays. Rest assured, the cannabis they grow is as chemical-free as it can get. Respecting nature's rhythm is another feather in the Amish cap. They plant and harvest in sync with the seasons, not the technology. Keeping a constant eye on weather patterns and seasonal changes helps them grow cannabis that is in tune with nature's course. This results in more potent cannabinoids and a richer terpene profile. Their expertise extends to crop rotation as well, a practice that ensures the soil remains fertile over time. They might follow a cannabis harvest with nitrogen-fixing crops like clover to replenish the soil, a visible testimonial of sustainable land management. Where the Amish really outshine is in the post-harvest process. They gently trim the cannabis plants and hang them in naturally ventilated wooden barns to dry. This curing process, slow and meticulous, often spans weeks, allowing the buds to retain their full flavor and potency sans any overdrying. The simplicity of these barns, coupled with natural climate conditions, makes a perfect environment for cannabis curing. The Amish vouch for this traditional method, stating that it enhances the terpenes and potency in ways modern equipment can't. The organic processes used by the Amish in cannabis farming not only result in high-quality yields, but also make it environmentally friendly. No heavy machinery, no synthetic chemicals, and definitely no waste of water. Instead, they rely on rainwater and handmade ditches for efficient hydration. What you get is a farming process in complete harmony with nature, conserving resources while providing contaminant-free cannabis. Its sustainability is at its absolute best, demonstrating that antiquated methods can fulfill modern needs without compromising the Earth's health. The Amish emphasis on quality is a refreshing perspective. To them, their plants are not just crops, but an embodiment of centuries-long agricultural wisdom. Everything, right from preparing the soil to the slow curing process, culminates in a final product that is remarkable in quality, flavor, and purity. Though their practices might not fit the scale needed for mass production, they hint at a more sustainable way of farming that could inspire the cannabis industry and beyond. With such commitment to age-old techniques, it's hardly surprising that Amish-grown cannabis is garnering a reputation for excellence. Yet, for a community that values tradition as deeply as the Amish do, farming cannabis isn't without its challenges. Up next, we'll look at these challenges and how they strike a balance between their beliefs and this unconventional crop. Stay tuned. Growing cannabis isn't easy, even for experienced farmers. It's a crop that comes with its share of cultural, legal, and financial twists and turns. For the Amish, known for their deep-rooted traditional farming practices, this journey is nothing short of extraordinary. Imagine balancing centuries-old values with the demands of a modern controversial industry. It's a story of adaptation, innovation, and staying true to one's beliefs. For many Amish communities, cannabis sparks a fiery ethical debate. On one hand, the crop offers significant financial opportunity, a chance to secure their family's futures. On the other, its association with recreational drug use challenges their spiritual commitment to simplicity and purity. In stricter Amish orders, this debate often ends in outright bans. But not all Amish see it the same way. Progressive groups have embraced medicinal cannabis as a middle ground, using it to navigate financial survival without compromising their moral compass. Then there's the hurdle of legal red tape. Even as cannabis laws loosen across the U.S., navigating permits and compliance can feel like a bureaucratic nightmare, especially for the Amish, who prefer a life free of such complexities. To tackle this, many form partnerships with non-Amish allies who handle the legal intricacies. But the risks remain. With cannabis still illegal at the federal level, farmers near state borders walk a fine line. Any misstep could lead to serious consequences, making location and strict compliance key to staying in the game. Competition is another mountain to climb. Up against massive operations armed with cutting-edge technology and deep pockets, Amish farmers rely on their commitment to sustainable practices and artisanal quality. Though their hand labor methods may feel like a disadvantage, they've carved out a niche for customers who cherish craftsmanship over mass production. Privacy poses another challenge. The cannabis industry spotlight can feel invasive for Amish farmers who value their low-profile lifestyle. Media attention, law enforcement scrutiny, and even local gossip can disrupt their peaceful way of life. To stay under the radar, many use intermediaries to handle public-facing business, but avoiding prying eyes isn't always possible. And then there's the ever-present stigma. Cannabis's association with illegal activity and lingering stereotypes can strain relationships with neighbors and even spark tension within Amish communities. But their resilience shines. By relying on their close-knit community bonds and pooling resources, they find ways to weather the storm. Despite the obstacles, the Amish continue to push forward, proving that they can adapt without losing sight of their traditions. Their journey is nothing short of inspiring, a testament to balancing old-world values with the demands of an ever-changing modern world. So, what's next for this fascinating partnership of Amish wisdom and cannabis cultivation? Only time will tell. But one thing's for sure, this story is not over yet. The choice to cultivate cannabis, often seen as a progressive and occasionally contentious crop, hasn't been taken lightly. Within the strictly traditional Amish community, it's viewed by some as an economic necessity, a way to keep families afloat amid escalating land prices and dwindling returns from conventional farming activities. But it's not all smooth sailing. This new age farming venture has its critics. Arguments against this involvement hinge on concerns about materialism and wealth, ideas that sit uncomfortably with the Amish's religious teachings. This issue has caused a divide, with some communities flat out banning cannabis farming, while others see potential under well-regulated conditions. Amish cannabis farmers, ever forward-thinking, navigate these conflicts with tact. They view cannabis as just another crop, similar to their everyday products like corn or alfalfa. By sticking to their organic manual farming methods, they keep in line with their long-standing environmental ideals, making cannabis farming compatible with their age-old belief system. It's not just within the Amish community where this venture is causing a stir. The outer world, often perceiving the Amish as a society untouched by modernity, is both intrigued and surprised. Cannabis farming is causing a shift in the perception of the Amish, demonstrating their ability to adapt while maintaining their core principles. It's a bit like rebranding, but without losing their essence. There's a delicate balance at play here, change and consistency. The Amish, known for their pragmatism, have always found ways to interact with the modern world, provided it benefits their community and doesn't conflict with their values. Cannabis farming tests this balance. It's a challenge and an opportunity to align their traditions with current economic demands. One such change is their synergy with the English world. Creating a sustainable cannabis supply chain involves legal processes, distribution, and marketing, things that the Amish usually avoid. By creating partnerships with trusted entities, the Amish are ensuring these collaborations don't infringe upon their traditions. Communities are often exploring co-investments, with profits from cannabis farming being injected back into community endeavors, like barn raising, schools, or healthcare. It's a clever way to ensure profits benefit the community as a whole and not just a lucky few. A group of farmers from Pennsylvania provides a great case in point. They've turned to cannabis as an additional source of income. With non-Amish people navigating the legal complexities of cannabis farming, including sales and marketing, the Amish community has managed to remain largely disengaged from these worldly aspects of the trade. But it's not just about financial survival. This delve into cannabis farming underscores the Amish's resilience. Throughout history, they've shown an uncanny ability to adapt while maintaining their cultural values. Cannabis farming is simply a new chapter in this testament to their endurance. by sticking to their trusted farming techniques, keeping a hands-off approach to the business side of things, and ensuring that financial rewards serve the community as a whole, the Amish are setting a new path in the cannabis industry, one that doesn't require a compromise on their uniqueness. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into Amish culture and cannabis innovation. Who could have guessed that such a traditional community is carving out a niche in one of the fastest evolving industries? If you're as intrigued as we are, show us some love with a like and subscribe. Got a favorite Amish strain from what we covered? Or maybe your own theories on where this might be headed? Drop them in the comments. We'd love to hear your thoughts. And of course, stay tuned for more eye-opening explorations into cannabis and culture. Catch you next time.
Shout out to this homework playlist. We going through it with the big homie. Y'all see DJ is. What up, Devo? Appreciate you stopping by. Or if that's upstate, appreciate you for stopping by. Whichever one's running the account at the point in time, you dig? Y'all know to go check them out every day. They got enough content for you to stay busy over there. So you did go look them up on Rumble also. You know, shout out to the Rumble. Easiest way to get there is through my link. So, you know, we're going to throw that at you. Hell, y'all see we were recording the Rumble video at the same time anyways. Yeah, y'all seeing the verticals quality versus Rumble get studio quality, and y'all can compare and watch whichever one you want. Especially on the replay gang. Like, man, he be lit. I be networking during the live. Then I go to Rumble just to watch the video. Because, you know, that fire. Yeah, kick it with your boy. That's what we do. Y'all know to go check out these vibes. You know, he be putting in that work on that music every day. So y'all know he got something fresh for you whenever you ain't even seen it yet.
YouTube, what's good with it, man? It's your boy Neo Cannabis, and I'm back with another video. So in this video, we're going to discuss whether you should hop on this spray pack trend that you're seeing within 2025. And, you know, if you're a vendor, whether you should start incorporating this onto your menu and focusing on this product trend. So if you're new to the channel, my name is Neo Cannabis. In 2018, I started a licensed cannabis delivery service based in Oakland, California. And within 2 years, I scaled that business into a 7-figure operation. Today, I teach current and prospective cannabis entrepreneurs how to start and scale their cannabis businesses. So if this sounds like something that you'd be interested in, please like, share, subscribe. You're not gonna want to miss out. Also, for anything related to this cannabis industry, I am your source. Whether that's vendors, collabs, consultations, free resources, feel free to hit my email, neocannabis1@gmail.com, and I will get you right. Without further ado, let's hop into this video. So unless you've been living under a rock for the past 1 to 2 years, there's been a huge uptick in this new spray pack trend. So if you don't know, when I say spray pack, this is when people are getting flour, and this could be like old flour, this could be just some regular flour, and then they're spraying or they're infusing these artificial terpenes into the flour, the same terpenes that they would put into carts. It's essentially the same concept. So then now you're seeing these crazy flavors like honey nut Cheerios or marshmallow cake s'mores or papaya cake fruit punch. It's just these crazy names that are not strains and that you've never heard before. Chances are, if you hear anything like that, it's because this has been infused with artificial terpenes. And these artificial terpenes, you can just buy them online. There's hundreds of vendors online that sell these different artificial terpenes, and like I said, glazed donut, Oreo s'mores cake, any of these crazy names and crazy flavors that you can think of. And when you actually smell the flower, it actually smells exactly like whatever they're describing. So if it's like some type of bubble gum, it's chances that it will smell actually like bubble gum, which is crazy because most of the times weed doesn't smell like whatever the strain name is. Yeah, gelatos and things like that, they do have like a sweet smell, but bubble gum, there's no way weed can actually smell like bubble gum. If the smell is just too potent, if it just feels unrealistic and artificial, chances are it is spray weed. And I'm not gonna go too deep down that rabbit hole, but we're not too sure if this is actually healthy, smoking this spray weed, because it's so new. We don't know the long-term effects on smoking terpenes and all these artificial flavors. But back to what the whole video is about, whether you should hop on this trend. If you're a vendor or you're a brand, should you start having products that are artificially flavored with these terpenes and things of that sort? So here's my take on it. I feel like the spray pack era, this is here to stay, because if you look at the US as a whole, you go into the grocery store and you see things like, let's just take Cinnamon Toast Crunch. You go into the store, it's like Cinnamon Toast Crunch butter, Cinnamon Toast Crunch whipped cream, of course the Cinnamon Toast Crunch cereal, the Cinnamon Toast Crunch candy, Cinnamon Toast Crunch cereal bars, Cinnamon Toast Crunch Pop-Tarts. The US in the times that we're in, we've amplified flavors and candies and cereals. We've made flavors a part of our daily life. Like what I said, you can buy Cinnamon Toast Crunch flavoring in almost anything. Now since it's in weed, like all these candy and cereal weed, that's why I think it's going to be extremely popular, because it's in everything else. They've already popularized it throughout everything else that we buy in society. Me personally, I'm more so authentic and I don't like to hop on trends, but it is here to stay. I think that the consumer base, if you think about people who smoke weed, usually the consumer base, as they get older, they start getting into edibles and they start getting into oils. They stop smoking weed. But then the younger generation who is coming up on this sprayed and this infused flower, as they get older and as more and more younger people start smoking weed, they're going to want this infused flower because it's just a part of their daily life. Like they go buy Skittles, they go get the Skittles drink, and now they go get the Skittles weed, even though Skittles is a real strain. But I'm just saying, for example, this type of over stimulation of flavors, this candy, sweet, sugary society is just in everything now. And now you're seeing it in weed, because now you're seeing all these like marshmallow, cream, cake flavors. It's not real strains, but they're becoming so popular because that's just what our society likes, especially in America. I can't speak for other countries, but in America, we're one of the most obese societies. We love sweets, we love candy, we love cereal. So it would only make sense to make that popular within cannabis. Again, I do think the infused flower market or the infused flower trend is here to stay, because the new smokers are the younger kids who like all of these sweets and things of that sort, and the older crowd that is transitioning into the edibles and to the oils, those legacy strains like the Durban Poisons and the Acapulco Golds and the OGs, the Granddaddy Perps, all of those legacy strains, these younger kids don't know anything about them. Those aren't going to be popular. It goes all back to supply and demand. If I'm a grower or if I'm a cultivator, I'm not going
to waste my time trying to cultivate those legacy strains when I can just grow some gelato and then just spray it with all these different fake artificial terpenes and run it up that way. And it's way less of a headache for me than trying to cultivate all these different types of strains when I could just grow one strain and I could spray it with 10 different flavors and break it down that way. As far as 10 pounds is this marshmallow flavor, 10 pounds is this cherry gushers flavor. That's where I see the industry going as far as this infused weed or this spray pack generation is concerned. And just like vape cartridges, those are so popular, a lot of young people already smoke that. So if they do smoke weed, they're gonna want to smoke something that is similar to those vape cartridges, all those flavorings and those artificial terps that are in those vape cartridges. So they're gonna want to smoke flower that tastes just like the vapes. That's why those legacy strains, those aren't going to be popular with this younger generations. Overall, in conclusion, I do think that this infused flower trend is here to stay. But what do you guys think? Do you think it's here to stay? Do you think it's bullshit? Do you think, it's just going to be a flash in the pan and 2 years from now, people are going to stop doing it?
I mean, I agree with the point they already gonna want everything they do to be similar to the other stuff they already doing, because that's how people is. We try to set things up to be easy. Shout out to taking easy money though. Man, it ain't no easy money out here. You still gotta put in work.
On that, just what are your thoughts? Let me know down below in the comments. If this video brought you any type of value, please like, share, comment, subscribe if you're new. And until next time, peace. I'm out.
Shout out to Show Me Sasquatch. Put in some artwork for you, boy. I keep telling you, I appreciate the support. You did. Give y'all something to do as far as networking too. Y'all can always come to my house, see you in the comments. Network, make yourself an introduction, go like they comment, they'll probably come back because I keep creators around. Shout out to keeping creators around, you dig? So we'll watch your content and help you promote if you got that life. Shoot. Open.
Give it gas when I'm dipping competition, getting past, living fast, furious, staying on track, never worry when I'm spinning. Last better get in, back, ride for my dog, alphabeted on us, you gon' get it back, never split this pack. Whenever I witness cap, we ain't fucking with your fiction, facts, your conviction lacks. When I get up in my bag, I'ma spend, we ain't tripping off tax, clipping this tag, working on my wish list, cooking this cake. Let me flip this stack, you a flash in the pan, while you relaxing, I can't. My team finna pack the sedan, putting tracks in the sand, pushing my craft at the fam, got the people all clapping their hands, putting cash in my brand, keeping my octane high, my graded premium, not 8-9 or 8-7, and when I run across state line, I'm 9-1, I gun it, clock great time, my time come, disappearing in the dark horizon, way I cut turns, I'm as sharp as diamonds, got them on tilt like a car's alignment, this is raw refinement, not a hard assignment, I'ma give it gas, give it gas, bitch.
Alright, so now I can stop the Rumble video. So we're gonna go away from the laptop for a sec. We're gonna go away from the laptop for a sec. Because we still gotta do this other part of the video. Let's go ahead and look at that video quality though. Let's see what it looked like on Rumble. Show y'all that studio quality real quick. Give y'all a little sample of what you're missing on Rumble. Yeah, looks like we got a decent quality video. That's what's up. We'll get this ready to go on Rumble. What's today's video theme? Oh yeah, February update. It's a good video though. And shout out to that Rumble video. I'll have it posted shortly after I get through doing what we finna go do. Then I'll come back and do that later. Rumble gonna be like, man, where Popcorn at? He posting the video late today. You know how it be sometimes. Yeah, but you know, good product is worth the wait. Then Rumble gonna be like, well, damn, we didn't even get the green room part. Shouts out to me not worrying about being a indoor garden consultant full time on Rumble, cause hell, it happens. All right, y'all see where we back at now? We back in the green room. Shouts out to the green room. Because it's time to come in here and put in some work. I know y'all like to do that part of the video. It's like an hour and 30 minutes into the video. We're just now showing some plants. Shout out to me, your favorite indoor garden consultant. Because, you know, we got to put in our... See what I'm saying? I got to give y'all some information. Because the garden is the easy part now for the people that's been around. But, you know, for the people that's still new, we got to run you through the handbook anyways, right? Right. So we've already got balls in the buckets for the few that we're getting ready to transplant today. We're going to get our class with rooted plants right here as seen to be in their final pot so we can keep them popping, right? We'll have 5 of them that in a couple more weeks should be ready to go into flower. Shout out to that because we're going to be putting this one into flower, which was the mother. We're going to go ahead and throw that in the flower probably in another week. Get some nice secondary tops down there, so we're going to let those develop a little bit more, then flip them. That way we got some bud sites, right? Shouts out to increasing our bud site count because, you know, we're going to make sure we're going to maximize this one plant since it'll be in there by itself. We're going to try to make it look good this time, right? Shouts out to the strawberries. They looking good today. I swung them around so we see the other side. I cut some of those damn runners and seeing if I can get those to go ahead and catch new roots and keep running, as they say. Shout out to them strawberries. That's what they do. So, you know, I'm trying to keep up with cutting the clones so we're actually getting something as far as when they're ready to start producing berries. Shout out to the berries. Then we got these dragon fruits over here. Like I said, one of these days on the cultivation channel, I will be doing a transplant. So, you know, I'll be getting those ready for these individual cells so I can sell them individually on site. Because, hell, I didn't start them for you, so therefore you can just take it and grow the rest of the way, right? For those who want to accept the project, we got the pre-started projects for you. Shout out to the dragon fruits because these are going to be huge within the next couple of years and doing their thing. So, you know, that's why I'm going to be selling them to people because I ain't trying to grow them over here. We grow these. But anyways, like I said, so y'all know what I'm finna get ready to start doing. I'm gonna get these transplants set up. That way, I'll have a better harvest than I'm going to have this month, because this month I'm not harvesting nothing. Everything already died on me, so my flowering tents are technically empty. Shouts out to the empty tents. You're like, well, why was your light on if the tent's empty? Because I got to clean it, and I've been doing that so far anyways. So let's go back and check on our Bear Miller Son of Odin Seed Company sponsored grow we have running. Y'all know we keep sponsors. I keep telling y'all, I'll be doing this. Networking leads to net worth. You dig? Shout out to the networking class. If you need one, sign up for it on the Buy Me Coffee. It comes with level 2. We'll teach you everything you need to do to be in this business, boy. Let's see. This is the DG double grade. I'm gonna have to get these put in whatever I'm gonna actually put them in, because they've all been germinated, and this week I gotta put those in something. So might be in cups with some soil for now. Hell, Lord knows I got cups, and I should have some soil somewhere. There's that. There's that. Should be a decent quality rumble video though. Gotta get that sand back in there. One, two, three, four. There's 5. 6 of these I can use for something. Oh, I know what I can use those for. That'll be later. That's for later. That's for later. That's that job I was just talking about doing. Shouts out to being reminded of what I was just talking about. But that'll be on the cultivation channel. Shouts out to the cultivation channel. Yeah, some more balls. There we go for that too. Go there. That goes over there. Shouts out to keeping an extra life. Mario taught me that. He said you better keep one tucked, boy. Keep one tucked. And of course, y'all know today I'm wearing my Nightmare Before Halloween pajama pants. So the people that didn't think I was wearing pants the whole video, I proved y'all wrong, right? He had on pants the whole time. Yes, I did. What is this? Oh, that's that Simpro. Shout out to Simpro. I still had some more of that left. Things be getting moved sometimes, so I be forgetting everything that I have available for grows. This should be a seed container. Let me make sure it's empty. But you know, gotta keep up with seeds. This should be over there by that other container, which is why I'm like, a few things got moved around by the cleaning lady. Shout out to having things clean though, because you know, I clean up a lot. I'm gonna need these for when I was gonna shave later, because you know, it's about time to go back to a bald head. I cut me some wintertime fur. But the winter's over, right? Time to keep it moving forward. Forward moving. We're just rummaging now. Alright, that swell's right there, so I can do that later anyways. So I'm gonna go ahead and set this green room up. So that's why it's called a February update, right? I got a lot of work to put in, so I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do for this channel, then I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do for the cultivation channel. Hell, like I said, I might have to go live on the cultivation channel because it ain't got no lives available on that channel, which is something I need to change for 2025. Y'all know we put in that homework because you got to do your own work. Shout out to Son of Odin Seed Company because the next few genetics, besides these ones that I'm transplanting, are all going to be his. As far as everything I showed y'all. Well, did I show y'all? I don't know. Let me show y'all. We got all the genetics lined up in the plastic bags with the water on them. They've all popped and got tails on them, so we'll get them in something so then they can pop up and start producing something for us. These are all autos. Shouts out to the auto army. Like I said, I first germinated these back on the 25th of January, which is written down because, you know, I'm writing down stuff and keeping track of things I got going on because, you know, you got to be a responsible adult out here. If you ain't all the way adulting, then you ain't adulting. Hell, there's halfway crooks out here, but hell, we got professionals also, so you dig? But anyways, like I said, we're gonna get those handled and put in a situation today, and then we're gonna get these transplants of the Blue Banner OG, which is a strain one of my friends grew and first threw me back in the day, which I got plenty of the genetics. So like I said, if nothing else, I'll be growing that from time to time, which I'm growing it again. So shouts out to that snowplow #1 I had from Creative. I think I'm out of those genetics, so until I get some more, I'll be growing these. But let's see, that's one of those. See, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our net pot that matches the size that's already in with the hydrogen, our median. Since this one's empty, I get to easily go through the transplant process, right? So you just grab that right up out of the cloner, pull this up, take off the collar, and you just place the plant with the roots in the bottom. Fill it up with the median. And now that's ready to go back into the bucket. Let's see. That's what we got going on. And we've taken that out of there and got it in here. So now the only thing we got left to do with each one of these, we will take our empty bucket, our empty net cup, place it back in the bucket, right? I'm gonna get the water worked up and fill it up to the bottom of the net cup. So then that way the plant will have water and it'll be ready to do its THING. So, you know, y'all get to sit here looking at the green room while we do all of this. You dig? And since we got 5 plants to do this for, I ain't gonna waste your time. I'll go ahead and grab 2 pictures. You dig? We'll grab 2 pictures, so we'll be getting this done at popcorn speed. And like I said, you want that right to the bottom of the neck cup. Right to the bottom. Okay, so now that all the water levels have been filled, they will at least have water when they go into their fucking pot. I have to come back and add some CalMag here in a minute, but You know how we do. We're going to do it as we do it. Alright, I can put this back into there. Grab the next one. Take it out. Put the foam back in there. Drop that back in the cloner. Set this right here. And there we go, see? This is the fun, fast, and easy part. Look at that. Look at that set of roots. Yes, ma'am. Coming out with some secondaries already showing. That's a good sign. They said they're ready to go. Put the foam back in there. Put the milk cut back in the cloner. And we'll drop this in. Here's one of the bigger two. See that one? What up, boss? Good to see you. How you doing? Oh yeah, that's what I said. These things spent 2 weeks in the cloner exactly, and then the one that I had cut the clones off of was this one over here. And you see, this one's already back ready, looking healthy. Got some more came in at the bottom, so that's why I said, yeah, I went ahead and cloned them things at the right time. Gave it a couple weeks to heal. It's back looking pretty. Probably ready for some more cow mag because I had heavy cow mag and water. That's the only thing I've been giving. I didn't learn the cheat codes to these, so I've been running them through. Oh yeah, that's why I said we're gonna get these 5 out the cloner and let them sit in their final pots for 2 weeks. Like I said, I'm gonna add cow max to the water, which would be the only thing they needed extra, right? Then in a couple weeks they're gonna be looking pretty like that. Give this one a couple more weeks of recovery since it's already got these new tops started. And then I'm gonna flip that to a flower. Might get some more of these little clones off the bottom, but you know, definitely trying to work the green room. Like I said, I got more of these autos that I done started, so I got to get them where I'm gonna get them growing for them to be growing for a while, right? And then I'll worry about putting the final pots or something like that because you know we'll give them that seedling stage of good treatment. Let's see, I had topped it. So then it started growing more tops because it was already growing secondary tops. Because like I said, when I first pop a seedling, I have it bent over from like day 10 to day 20. So once it's actually been in its final pot and it's grew for a week, then I'll go ahead and have it bent to where it'll start its secondaries. So then a couple weeks, like I said with this one, once it's tall enough, I started cutting clones off of it when I topped it. So that's how I did all of that with this one. Next to head, in its head with this one. Now let's look at this one though. Shout out to this clone. It done grew some nice roots to it. You did. They got them kicked out. Like I said, when I cut all the clones, they were already producing these little small secondary tops. Put this back in here. Now we're gonna drop you right here in a nut cup and put you right back in your final pot. Y'all ladies is quick, easy, light work today. I appreciate y'all for being decent, you know what I'm saying? Easy to work with, you dig? Shout out to them ladies though, you know what I'm saying? They doing what they do now, they gonna be in their pots. They like, you know, gave them some lights and some water. They gonna want some cow milk because they like drinking on Fridays and Saturdays, right? Right. See, now the cloner's empty, but we got the 5 ladies over here chilling in the cut. The pineapple over there, they do pineapple. Shout out to them. Shout out to the green room though. Y'all know that money tree over there looking good. Shout out to the money tree because we actually got those. I'm those next while I got the cloner empty. While I got the cloner empty, I might do a video on how to clone a money tree. That might be good content for YouTube. You know, that might be on the cultivation channel also, because you know I got to get the company some paper too. That barrel cactus. Off, you dig? My flower appears to. Those coming from outside. That thing likes it indoors because it just can bloom flowers whenever it wants. Which is good for your business because, hey, I'm going to start selling those to people. You can grow flowers on this plant indoors all year round as long as you keep it warm enough. It'll just keep popping up flowers. Oh, she said I got the mic covered up. Them big old fingers is doing too much today. Shouts out to the fingers. They try to stay on the phone though. Hell, Lord knows I drop it enough. That's why somebody was complaining the other day. Your phone's echoing. Yeah, I dropped it like last week. My fault, pimp. I gotta get another one. Well, man, I listen to the videos, but I hear too much echo. Well, you're not doing nothing but complaining in my comment section at the moment, so leave me alone. If you're gonna watch the videos, you're gonna watch. If not, just scroll on. Shout out to scrolling on, because you know how it go like that. But let's see. Like I said, the only thing I got left to do is what I'm gonna put these Bear Miller genetics. Shout out to the big homie that's son of Odin Seed Company, because like I said, he sponsored the Auto Army grow coming up, which this is part 2 because we already tried some about the end of December, but those didn't make it, so we're finna get the next batch going. And you know what I'm saying, we're trying to keep up with our documentation also, because you know that's part of the game. Sometimes you want to know what you're doing and what it did, so we over here putting in the work. Oh, well, I ordered all my buckets from Uline. Shouts out to Uline, because I just ordered the 2 gallon square bucket with the lid that buckets in each lid, which are simple DWC buckets. If you need some, let me know. I can order them for you and have them pre-cut for you for what you got going on. That way, when they come to you, you can just grow and go. Because, you know, I don't do nothing but order them right straight through Uline and cut the holes in them. So that's what I do. And then, you know, small service charge also, because, you know, that's what we do. You dig? But, yeah, I just get mine straight through Uline because I like them square buckets. You know, as far as square footage, you want square buckets. The round ones are nice, but I like mine square. Yeah, and then the egg cups, I just get those at the hydroponics store. So, which those ain't cheap because you get like 10 of them for like $3 or whatever that costs. So, there you go for that. But yeah, I just got all these off of Uline. That's a good thing that I actually do order from Uline because, hell, setting up my business with them, I got that business credit through them now, though. You see what I'm saying? I can go ahead and pre-order the buckets. That's why I said I can order the buckets and then pay for them once you pay me. That's a good thing about that part. Yeah, you actually have business credit lines with these people. And I'm like, well, hold on. I actually can use a lot of their products and things for my business, so I'm good for that. You dig? Shout out to the Bucket Gang, because, you know, buckets ain't a thing. That's why we got the vertical tower, too. I got to get more levels of that going, because I got more things I need to get started growing, because it is the mid to end of February to me now, so... Yeah, them circle buckets are cool, but it just depends on what size you get. Because most people just have like those circle 5 gallon buckets. But since I wanted a specific size and I like them square, because those are like 10-inch buckets. So as far as square footage, you got a 10-inch square right there. Boom, that's 10 and 10. So now they're a little bit taller than 10 inches, but you get as far as okay, they're damn near a foot each. So however tall they are, that's the thing. Like you can get the 5 gallon. The 5 gallon is exactly the same fucking size as the 10, but it's taller. You see what I'm saying? So the roots actually go deeper into the bucket. Like, yeah, find the bottom of the hole. Well, we talking about wet plenties anyway, so y'all know how it be. Shout out to your boy TWP, keeping it interesting, 2.5 hours. I got a Bible study to go to because Dad done hit me up on a text message, and you know we can't keep Pops waiting, so you know I ain't gonna hold y'all up too much for the day. You know what I'm saying? We already 2 hours and 8 minutes into it, so I'm gonna let y'all slide for the day. Y'all have a nice one. See you next week on Wednesday at 6.